So, good evening, Bholeshwar.
Good evening, sir.
Are you comfortable?
Of course, sir.
Right. So, Bholeshwar, tell me something about yourself, about your family, the place you are coming from, and I'm also interested in knowing about your schooling, starting from 6th class.
So, myself Bholeshwar Saraswat, and I've done my schooling from Little Scholars Academy, and from the same school I've done my high school and intermediate education, sir. Currently, I'm pursuing BCA from MGPRU University. So, in my family, I have my mother and my brother. My mother name is Ranjana Saraswat. She has done a double MA from Hindi and Sanskrit. Currently, she has an occupation of a private teacher in a school. And my brother, who's Nirmal Saraswat, he is pursuing BA from History and Geography and English. So as I say, I'm coming from Amroha. So this place is popular for mangoes, roe fishes, and anar ki zarat. And sir, also this place is famous for the dholaks that are made there, which are popular throughout the country.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, you are coming from Amroha and it is famous for mangoes.
Yes, sir.
Tell me two species of mangoes generally grown at their area, this area, or it is famous.
Sir, Fajri and Dashera. Sir, Fajri has a speciality that it's big in size, and Dashera is small in size, contrary to Fajri, but it's very much sweet, sir.
Okay. So, which is your favorite?
Sir, my favorite is Fajri due to its size, sir.
Okay. Right. Now, when you look back to your school days, Bholeshwar,
Yes, sir.
which was your favorite subject? Why it was your favorite subject? And was there any subject which never generated interest in you? What was the reason behind this?
So, my favorite subject was mathematics throughout my schooling, especially. And earlier it was not my favorite subject, but after coming to 9th class, it becomes my favorite subject. But the subject that I take least interest was social science or GK. And the reason behind this is that I was not good in cramming things, so I was lagging behind it. But my reasoning ability towards things was good, so my mathematics was my favorite subject, sir.
So, but still you got 83% in 10th class. Social science was a subject there. How difficult it was for you accepting it as a challenge, studying it as a subject? How much you scored in social science in 10th class?
Sir, there's something good here that still my social science was weak and math was strong. I get more marks in social science and mathematics, and the reason is that in the starting when in my unit tests in schools, when I get low marks in social science, I work upon it. I used to study it. At the same time, I said English was also weak, so I started studying books of history, geography and civics and economics on my own, and it created a little bit interest, sir. I started to study it as a story, so that's how I get good marks in social science. I take the challenge directly, but mathematics at the end time I low my practice, and due to it I get low marks, but I complete it, sir.
Right. Since mathematics was your favorite subject, tell me what is value of sec 180 degree?
So sec 180, so -1.
Are you confident?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can see from your PIQ form, Bholeshwar,
Yes, sir.
you were only 5 years when you lost your father. What happened to your father?
So actually he got a heart attack, and we took him to the hospital nearby, and they then transferred him to Gurgaon. But there the doctor said that his artery in his heart has burst off, so he died, sir.
How difficult it was for your mother to bring you up? How was your academics? What all difficulties your mother had to face then?
So actually when my father died, my maternal aunt and uncle take the initiative for my mother and my brother, and they took me to there. And then earlier we used to live in Alwar, sir, and then we go to Alwar Rajasthan, sir, and then we go to Amroha, and there we from 2008 onwards we are living. Me, my brother and my mother are living in my maternal uncles. Currently my brother is living in our village Mathura. So it was difficult at the starting, but my maternal uncles and aunts, they all helped me a lot, and all the relatives of us helped me and my mother a lot. My mother has worked really hard. She is a private teacher currently, and she also makes food in the morning. So, and also help her in throughout some activities like in cooking and some other things in household work, sir. So it was challenging, but with the help of our relatives and my mother's determination, it is yet possible. And in academics, sir, It was good in studies. I was quite an above average student. I get good marks, and my teacher was always a faith in me that I have the potential to conquer things in future, sir.
Right. So your mother is really a hard-working lady.
Yes, sir.
As you are telling me,
Yes, sir.
tell me two qualities which you appreciate very much in your mother, and I'm also interested in knowing two qualities which you don't like in your mother.
So number one quality is that she is very determined, sir. And second thing is that she is very hardworking. Whatever she decides, she do it at the point. The quality that I don't like is her in that she do not take a lot of care to her. Like she do not spend a lot of money on her clothes and all these things, because she saves a lot of money for me and my brother education and our future. And I constantly told her about this. Also, sir, she do not took a lot of care about her health, and I always take the initiative about it. And I told my mother to go for a walk in the morning. Whenever I go for a running in the morning walk, I always took her and I said that you should go. And one more quality that I like in her, sir, discipline. She is very disciplined. And one thing I want to note here, sir, that from last 10 years that I am seeing her, there's not even a single day that she take about more than 7 a.m. to wake up. Every day she wakes up at 5 and 6 a.m., make the breakfast for everyone in the family, and then go to school. So the discipline in her is very much fantastic, sir.
Great. And you are having one elder brother.
Yes, sir.
As a younger brother, what all assistance you got from your elder brother in your academics?
So in academics, it was like this, that I was more better than my brother.
Okay.
And my brother was also good, but the thing that my brother support me throughout is that he is very supportive. He is very kind, cheerful to me. He never said anything bad to me. Whatever the case, if I do the mistake, he always forgive it, no matter what. So the support he provided me was very good. And in academic, as I say, sir, I was the one who support him.
Okay.
Yes, he was just 1 year senior to me, till 10th class.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what all qualities you appreciate in your brother?
So number one thing, as I say, he's very cheerful and calm. He never get angry easily. And second thing, he's very forgiving person. He easily forget everyone, and especially me, sir, as I'm younger to him.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the most memorable moment you had ever spent with your elder brother.
So it was the moment when I was in 8th class, and I won the first prize in my life. That was city topper. It was serious environmental competition, and me and my brother was so happy about it, and he very much appreciated me. So that was the fantastic moment that I remember, sir.
Great. And now you are pursuing your graduation. How challenging it was you for stepping from your school to your college and getting a new environment, getting adjusted in that environment? How challenging it was for you?
So it was quite difficult because I have to leave my old friends, my old teachers who were always there for me. So it was quite difficult there. But in the new college, I also make some friends, and and some neighbors of mine also joined the same college and same course. So so I make good friends there. Right now I'm having a great friend circle, big friend circle in my college, and I also have a good relationship with my teachers there, of my BCA teachers and other teachers also. So it was challenging, but the support they provided me was very good, and it is now easy there.
Okay. And what all difference you have noticed in the lifestyle you had spent in your school days and you are enjoying in your college?
So the number one difference I noticed is that in school days, all our teachers used to be on us that you should study, you should do this, you should do this. But in college life, we are treated as a mature person and a responsible person who think that you should take care of your studies, sports and all these things and make a balance out of it. So I think, sir, number one thing that I learned is that you have to be responsible on your own and understand your responsibilities on the hand and directly, that what is it that you have to do, and make a proper balance upon everything, because it is not just studies, it's also about calculating your personality. And most of my seniors say, sir, that college is the place where you become mature towards life. So I'm also working upon that, sir.
Otherwise, how was your relation with your teachers in your school days? Who was your favorite teacher? What all qualities you appreciate in him or her? And was there any teacher with whom you wanted to build up a better relation but you failed to do that? What was the reason behind that?
So actually in my school days, all my teachers were very supportive, and especially I want to say about my maths sir, and his name was CP Singh, and he was also my close friend of my maternal uncle. He used to come to our home also. He was quite strict.
CP stands for?
Sir Chandra Prakash.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Sir, he was very supportive to me, but also quite strict on me. More strict than the other students. But at the same time, he was very supportive. And whenever I ask from any time throughout the day, ask for any problem, he always gives me the solution for that. And the qualities I like him in the most is that he was very charming. Since maths is quite a boring subject for the students, especially for 11th and 12th class, it's most of the theory part in 11th. And as we know, sir, after 10th class, mathematics part get more hard. But the amount of cheerfulness he throws into throughout the whole class is very good. And since he is teaching mathematics for the last 25 or 26 years, so this experience was totally fantastic that he gives to us as students. So that's the one quality that I like him in it. And sir, the second thing, the chemistry was my least favorite subject. And also due to this, sir, my interaction with my chemistry ma'am was not good. But still, she was a very fantastic ma'am and very good ma'am. And the way she used to explain our chemistry concept was good, but since it was my weak subject, I tried, but I was not able to cope it up. But sir, I think if I could have improved on it.
Mm-hmm. What was the percentage of marks you scored in chemistry in 12th class?
Sir, I got 68 marks.
68 marks.
Total out of 100, sir.
Okay. And what about mathematics?
Sir, it was 80.
80.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Great. If I come down to your place Amroha, yes. Suppose I plan my visit to Amroha from Allahabad, how much time it will take me to reach over there, what all mode of transportations I will be getting. Once I will be reaching there, I believe you will be meeting me over there.
Yes, sir.
What all places you would like to suggest me to visit over there?
So first of all, from here you have to take a cab or an auto rickshaw towards the railway station of Allahabad. There is a train called Nauchandi Express from Prayag station. It goes from at 5:36 p.m. It's its time. And in Amroha, with the train, you will reach at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, sir. It's a long journey, so you will enjoy it a lot. And sir, in Amroha,
what all major stations I will be coming across then?
Sir, Raebareli, Lucknow, Lalganj and Bareilly and Muradabad and Rampur, sir.
Okay. So I will be reaching there at 4:50 a.m.
Yes, sir. 4:30.
4:30?
Yes, sir. That's exactly.
Okay. Then what all places you would like to suggest me to visit over there?
So first of all, I will take you to Anarki Zarat. And then
what is the speciality of this place?
Sir, it's a very it's a good place for Muslim peoples. They believe that this person helps a lot to create a society for the Muslim people at the time of 1857 revolt. So they very much support him, and not as a holy person, but as a person who served for the society, sir. And second thing, sir, I will take you there as a place in Amroha where you will not get bitten by any scorpion. And there a lot of people come, and you will if I will put a scorpion on your finger, it will not bite you at all, sir. No matter where you take it from all over the world, sir. So I think it will be a very fantastic moment for you, sir. And then I will take you, sir, I think these were two major things. And also, sir, one more thing, I will make you to see NH24, which is totally connected to Amroha, only 6 kilometers the distance, sir.
Right. So as a youngster, yes. Bholeshwar, how do you keep yourself physically fit?
Sir, as my brother was in Air Force, when I get selected in Air Force when I was in 6th class, and I used to see him practicing exercising a lot and all these things. So I get fond of exercising and running from the from after 10th class actually. But in 10th class, I was very studious student. But after that, I started inclining towards the sports and all these things. So to keep myself physically fit, I exercise regularly and do some push-ups and chin-ups and all these things. And also I also run daily, not daily, but sir, like 1 month I run for constantly, then I take 10-12 day breaks, then I run again, because there are some works also that I have to do in the morning.
What kind of work?
Sir, actually in the morning I have to clean my room. Actually, sir, in my family, all the persons go towards the job. Only my nana and nani are there. So I serve breakfast to them, and also sometimes make tea for them. And I also clean my room and take care of it. So also I have to bring milk. So in the morning, so all these things I have to do. So that's why sometimes I break my routine.
What is the rate of milk in Amroha at present?
Sir, it's 32 rupees per kilogram.
32 rupees per liter?
Yes, for kilogram, sir. There they send it by kilogram.
Kilogram.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the difference between a liter quantity and a kilogram quantity?
Sir, actually they sell it by measuring it the amount, measuring the weight of the milk. I was also fascinated about it. That why then it's a liquid, they should sell it in liter, but they sell it in kilogram there, sir.
So when you compare the quantity, which one is more?
Sir,
You purchase 1 liter of milk or when you purchase 1 kilogram of milk?
so sir, I forget about it.
Okay. And tell me something about your friends. How many friends you are having? How many of them are girls? How many of them are boys? Who is your best friend? What all similarities you two people have, and what are the dissimilarities you two people have?
Sir, I have a big friend circle, sir, and I also have friendship with my juniors and seniors also. So but my best friends only there are two best friends of mine. Number one is Pulkit Chauhan. He's passed out class 12th, and currently he's pursuing his graduation from fine arts. And then my other best friend is Aditya Srohi. He's also preparing for NDA and doing BA, sir, from the same college that I am doing. So so there are some of my friends who are girls. Number one is doing BTech from a college in Gajrola, and the other one is also pursuing BTech from the same college, sir. So the quality that I acquired, number one, from my best friend Pulkit Chauhan is this: he is a very disciplined, very logical and knowledgeable person. Since his brother is also in army, so he always shared his experiences with me, that how his brother used to prepare and all these things. So it really helped me. And my second friend Aditya Srohi is also a very good friend of mine. And the quality that I admire him in the most is this, that he's a very charming person, very lively person. And whenever I am with him, I really enjoy with him, because he always used to, but no matter how the worst the situations are, adverse it's just quite a sad moment, but he always enjoys it. And in comparing myself with them, I think the similarity we all carry is this: we all are very friendly and kind to each other. No matter whenever any one of us need help, we help each other no matter what, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And whenever you stuck into any kind of problem, whom you approach first, Pulkit or Aditya?
Sir, actually, first of all, approach both, whoever is present there. As I say, sir, if it's a matter
What will be your choice if both are available and you can approach only one?
Sir, I will approach Pulkit Chauhan, sir.
Pulkit?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what?
Because he's a senior, sir. He's actually, sir, Aditya Srohi is 1 year junior 2 years junior to me, and Pulkit is senior to me. He's with me. So I will approach him first, sir.
Right. Yes. Which was the most memorable moment you had ever spent with Pulkit?
So it was a moment actually when his brother qualified for NDA. He was the first to qualify for NDA throughout our whole city, sir. So I was there at his home, and we were preparing for our project in 9th class. It was the time, and I got used to meet to his brother also, and from there also I get inspired for the armed forces. So it was a very memorable moment of mine with him.
Great. Bhuleshwar,
Yes, sir.
suppose you three, Pulkit, Aditya and you,
Yes.
have gone to a picnic, returning to your home late evening, and you are crossing a dense forest. Your bike got punctured and it was getting dark. Then what all things you will do?
So first of all, we will, if our tire is totally punctured, we will first of all see if there is a person passing by. If there is no one, we will try to wait, see if there is some person in the dense forest or not. If there is no one, we will wait and we will also call our parents, sir, since we were having the mobile phones.
Suppose your mobile phone is discharged.
All of them, all of us. So then
You are having only one mobile phone and that is discharged.
So we will, as I say, we will roam around here and there, and if there will be no one, then I think we will wait for the morning, because it's really getting dark and it's a dense forest. So I think moving forward will be a really risky step to take. So we will wait till the morning, sir.
And staying there is a safe step.
So I think if staying there is not that much a safe step, sir. But if we will move in the darkness, it's the evening side and we know where we are. but in the darkness we will lost. We can lost there, and we may not know the demography of the particular forest. So we will wait there and see in the morning we can get help from someone, or someone's passing by from that side.
Okay. And what all other activities you had been involved into during your school or college days apart from academics? What all special achievements you had made in your life?
So actually in 8th class I appeared in Service Environmental competition and I was the city topper, sir. And in 12th class I again appeared in the same competition and my national merit was 17. And so after 10th, since 10th class 10th I was very studious kind of student, but after class 10th I started taking interest in football. So I started playing football and it soon become my favorite game, and I used to go with my friends to the nearby towns to play it. So other than football also, sir, I took part in some debate competition in my schools and also in sir Rakhi and Rangoli making.
Right. So what is your position on football ground?
Sir, it's midfielder, centre forward and wing.
Okay. So what is your position?
So actually I played in all the positions according to the scenarios, but my favorite position is centre forward, sir.
Centre forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is your favorite centre forward player?
Sir, Lionel Messi.
Messi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Apart from playing for Argentina, what all clubs he had played for?
So he's played for Barcelona and currently he's playing for Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what all achievements Messi had made in life.
So Messi has made a lot of achievements. Actually, he was the youngest football player to score a goal in La Liga, which is a football league organized in Spain. And in 2009, 10 and 11, he won the Ballon d'Or award consecutively for 3 years, first time in the whole history of football. So at the very young age, he made a very remarkable position throughout the world. Currently, sir, he has won the most Ballon d'Or throughout the world, 7 Ballon d'Ors. And last year, he won Copa America with his team Argentina, sir. So and also, sir, he is the second time highest goal scorer in the world. And in the right now, currently in international football, he is the second highest goal scorer with 65 goals, sir, behind Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And otherwise, what is the height of this goalpost in football ground? What are the dimensions, length and breadth of a football ground?
So the length of a football ground is 90 to 120 meters, and the breadth is 45 to 90 meters. So the height of a football ground is 8 to 9 feet, and its breadth, its height is 8 to 9 feet, and its length is 7 feet, sir.
7 feet.
Yes, sir.
Are you confident?
So I'm not totally aware about the international games, because actually, sir, it changed with leagues also. In Spain, it's quite different, but in different organizations, it's different also. According to my data I collected from around 2 years ago. But in the sports that we play in junior or zonal level, this is the dimension that I have measured commonly in all the goalposts. Yes.
So what was the best contribution you had given to your football team?
So I remember a match, and it was a zonal level match, and it was our first match. It was a knockout competition, and because of the only one goal that I scored, my team won, sir. So it was a very memorable moment and my achievement towards my team, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
And you had been to Olympiad, Hindustan Olympiad.
Yes, sir.
So, how was your performance there?
So actually my performance there was quite poor. I got only 53 percentile. So it was quite poor. So actually at that time I was only in 7th class, sir.
Okay. Then why you had not appeared for this Olympiad competition later when you were in 8th, 9th?
It didn't organize later. It was the first time it was the last time it got organized. But later it never get organized, sir.
Right. You were good into academics, your teachers had a strong belief on you, you were a good football player, you had given good contribution to your football team, you had participated in Olympiad, everything was going good into your life. My concern is, what stopped you participating in any activity like NCC then?
Sir, actually till class 12th I was not aware for my NCC, and then I got to know about with my friends about NCC, but in my college NCC was not there, so I was not able to participate in it. Also, sir, there is not a special camp there for NCC in our city, so I was not able to participate, sir.
And as a youngster, how do you keep yourself updated with general knowledge?
Sir, I follow some YouTube channels like Vion and Dusty IES, and they totally tell all these things. Since my general awareness was quite weak from the very starting, so I watch these things to keep me updated, sir.
Okay, I have heard about this Beyond channel too much, but I don't know exactly what it is. Tell me something about this.
Sir, actually it is related to G Media, and its chief editor is Palki Sharma Upadhyay. Sir, I'm not that much confident about the main name Palki, but I think it's that. And sir, it's a YouTube channel of G Media where they tell all the news about related to India and international news also. And they also do some case studies related to the matter, which is very beneficial for me and the youngsters who want to know current affairs, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tell me two recent national level news and one recent international level news.
So recent international news is crisis in Sri Lanka. And two national news that are going on is, sir, there's a petition filed in Supreme Court for the masjid in Varanasi, sir. And second news is that, sir, IPLs are going on in the country currently.
Okay. So what is new into IPL this year?
So actually two new teams have been added, Gujarat Lions and so I'm forgetting, it's Lucknow Super Giants, sir.
Okay.
So new teams are there. So totally 10 teams, earlier there used to be 8. So this year the competition is quite tough, and youngsters are more coming, sir. As we see Umran Malik, he take a hat-trick, and the speed, his bowling speed is averages 145 and 147 km/h. So I think this year more youngsters are coming, more chances are getting, and as we know, sir, IPLs give a lot of chance to youngsters who get into Indian team from that side for their performances. So this year, sir, I think these two things are major in IPL.
Right. And you had told me there is a crisis in Sri Lanka.
Yes, sir.
Now, what are the possible ways left with Sri Lanka to get out of this difficult situation?
So currently Sri Lanka has changed its prime minister and trying to get help from other countries. India has helped a lot Sri Lanka.
What all help India had given to Sri Lanka?
So it has given some currency exchange help, and also given some help of, I'm not clear with the exact numbers, sir, but has given millions of dollars of help to Sri Lanka, and also support with lines of credit, sir. And so with right now, how it can be solved, I think, sir, Sri Lanka has to change its policies, but it will take time. Like
what policies they have to change?
So as the prime minister of the Sri Lanka, the earlier prime minister, changed the policy that he completely or suddenly banned the inorganic farming there, sir, and they shifted to organic farming, but it virtually affect their economy, sir. So I think they need to change it. They can take steps, but slowly and slowly. And so secondly, I think they have to again make their tourist places better, because tourists play a major role in Sri Lanka's GDP. Okay. So I think if you
how much share they contribute in this?
So sir, I'm not exactly sure about it.
Okay.
Yes, sir, as it play a major role. So I think they should work upon it, make it more attractive for the tourists, and also make it quite easier for them, so that more and more tourists come to Sri Lanka. So I think these things will improve the condition of Sri Lanka in the forthcoming times.
Why tourists stop coming to Sri Lanka then?
Sir?
Why tourists stopped coming to Sri Lanka?
So firstly due to COVID-19 pandemic, and also, sir, due to many terrorist attacks that happened in Sri Lanka. They get frightened and they stop coming to Sri Lanka. There's also it has been seen the decline in number of tourists coming due to it, sir.
Okay. Right. And whenever you get free time, what all activities you are involved into?
So my favorite, I do sketching, and also I am fond of reading novels, sir.
Okay, you mean freehand sketching?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And?
Sir, reading novels.
Novels. Which is your favorite book?
So my favorite book is, so there are two favorite books of mine. Number one was the biography of Swami Vivekananda, Put Anokho Jayo, and second one is Sapiens, written by Yuval Noah Harari.
So tell me something about Swami Vivekananda.
So Swami Vivekananda, born in West Bengal, and earlier he was a very revolutionary kind of kid who used to ask a lot of questions to the teachers and all these peoples. He was very revolutionary against the British rule in India. But then he meet Ramakrishna Paramhans, who accepted him as its pupil and then give him teachings. And later on, Swami Vivekananda roam around the whole country and spread the importance of education among the youngsters throughout the country. And he also addressed peoples all over the world. And when he then go to the meeting in Chicago also, sir, where he addresses country, and his favorite statement is also remembered throughout the world. They are brothers and sisters of America. And so 2 minutes standing ovation was given to him for this small statement. So I think it was a very fantastic personality, totally determined. And as we say that if the disciple is good, then he always make his guru proud. So he make Ramakrishna Paramhans proud throughout the world, sir.
Okay, great. Now I would like to ask you a personal question here, Bholeshwar. You are a grown-up kid, quite handsome. You are into your college days.
Yes,
and you are having a huge friend circle.
Yes.
Tell me, do you have a girlfriend or not?
Sir, not yet, sir.
Why?
So actually I have a lot of friends who are girls, and they all are very close to me. But this thing never comes to us that we should get into a relationship and these things. And as I say, they are very close to me. They are also, one of my friends is also close to my families also. So I think getting this much closeness, I know about throughout the conditions and all these things, challenges they are facing in their life. So I think me and them are also facing the same situations. So we first make our career as our priority. So I don't think I think after getting some achievement in my career aspect, I will see towards these things also.
Okay. Then as a youngster, how do you control your sexual desires?
So it's easy. I try to deviate myself in doing some creative works, as I say, sketching and reading novels. So I deviate myself through these things.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Tell me your daily routine.
So
Especially you follow on your holidays.
So on my holidays, I wake up early in the morning, and if I am free with my household works, I go for a morning walk, and then I come home, do some exercises, and do Surya Namaskar, and after that I bring milk to home, and after that, sir, I take bath, worship the God, and eat my breakfast. Then, sir, I clean my.
What time generally you take your breakfast?
Sir, it's 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Yes, sir. Okay. And then, sir, I clean my room, and after that, I started studying. After 1.5 hour, I give breakfast to my nana and nani, and give tea them also, and I clean utensils also of them, and then I started studying again for 2 or 3 hours, and then I take a break, and in my break I used to listen some podcast of some people who are successful in their fields, and I pass my time like this. If I'm doing my sketching or studying a novel, I try to look upon it also, but it majorly happen at night. So after that, sometimes since it's noon, I get quite bored also. So at a time, my nana nanis also get hungry again. It's 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. So again, my mother has make lunch in the morning same. So I give them I serve them the lunch, and then I again study for 2 or 3 hours. Then I take a tuition for 1 hour, and after that I go for playing. And meanwhile, if I get the time, I take a nap for 1 hour, not more than that. And then I sometimes play football with my friends, or sometimes play badminton, or other times we just chill with each other and talking on different other things. And around 7 p.m. I came back to home and see if my mother has some work to do for me. Otherwise, after I worship the God again and take the dinner, and I then read a novel that I'm reading at the time, and then I
You are
revised.
reading it every day?
Yes, sir. I every day read a novel.
Okay, great.
Sir, but from last 4 months I'm not reading because I was preparing for my India written examination.
Right, right. So which was the last novel you had read?
As I said, sir, it was Sapiens from Yuval Noah Harari.
Sapiens.
Sapiens.
Okay.
So then I make my bed and arrange everything. And I forget to say, sir, I revise whatever I have studied throughout the day. And then I write in my paper whatever I used to do in the next morning, my priorities. I write it down in a copy. And then I go to the bed.
Great. So you are having a bright career outside. You are already pursuing BCA. You had other career opportunities. Leaving all those opportunities, why you had selected armed forces as your career?
So first thing is that I want to support my family, and since it's armed forces provide job security, so it was my also a priority there. Second thing is, sir, that after I met my friend's brother, the personality he carry and the charmness, his personality, I get very much inspired from him. And he also come from a poor background, but the most thing I get from him is the struggle he has done. So it was very inspiring for me. So I also want to become an officer in armed forces because I want to get the same type of persona and same type of behavior that I want to carry with myself. And especially the one thing I like in armed force officers is that their perspective towards the things is totally neutral, sir. It's based on logical thinking purely. That's what I like the most. And the third reason is that the amount of respect is huge for armed forces officers throughout the country. That's also the reason I want to join armed forces.
Right. So tell me, how many commands are there in Indian Army? Where is Southwestern Command of Indian Army?
Sir, I'm not aware about it, sir.
Right. And your mother is working hard. She cooks your breakfast. She prepares your breakfast. She cooks your lunch early in the morning. Then she goes to her school. Tell me, which is the best dish your mother prepares which you like most?
So actually throughout our house, my mother is famous for making good achars, sir.
Okay.
She's make very fantastic achars, and for many different things like mango and of hing, he make achar, and of kathel and of nimbu and of I'm forgetting amla, sir. So she is very much famous. And
But these are the things she cannot prepare in early morning. How she manages this time?
in the morning, sir. As I say, sir, she wakes up early in the morning around 5 or 4 a.m. generally nowadays, as I observe. And then she wakes up, she's start preparing, take bath, worship the God, help my nani and wake them up also. And then she prepared the breakfast, sir. And after preparing breakfast till 7 or 7:30, she started getting ready to going to school. And then she goes to school, sir. So that's how it happens, sir.
So the pickle your mother prepares, that requires more time. Generally, she might be preparing it on the holidays or the Sundays.
Yes, sir. Mainly in Sundays, sir.
Sundays.
Yes, sir.
Achha. Apart from this, I am talking about specific dish in lunch.
In lunch, sir, specifically, she makes good. I'm forgetting, sir. It's appa, sir.
Okay.
It's called appe. She makes them very good. So I like it.
Favorite?
Yes, sir, it's my favorite dish. So she make it on every second or third Sunday.
Okay. What it is? What are the ingredients used in this?
So it's the main ingredient is sujis and some vegetables also like tomato and shimla mirch is also included in it. So and it is made in a special kind of pan which has some half spears on it. So we first of all make a paste of suji and cut the vegetables in it, and then after stirring it properly, we put it into the pan and put the pan on the.
When your mother is preparing this dish,
Yes, sir.
what all help you do?
So not at this time I'm not that much cooking, but I help in cleaning utensils and all these things, sir.
Right, very good. Now suppose, though you are performing good,
Sir.
I believe you will be recommended. Unfortunately, you fails to make it out into armed forces. Then what all other career options you are having?
So as I say, I'm currently pursuing BCA, and I'm also preparing for NIMSET exam, which is exam conducted by NITs of the country for the MCA degree. So if I get cleared this exam, I will get the opportunity to pursue my MCA degree from NIT colleges, as they are tier 2 colleges throughout the country, and it will open a good career in IT sector for me, sir.
Great. I enjoyed my conversation with you, young boy. Would you like to ask me any question at last?
No, sir.
Okay, wish you very good luck. Stay fit, stay healthy.
Thank you, sir.